Hello everyone, welcome to Vaubhanasidas University. Myself Akash, Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical Engineering. Today I am going to discuss a very important topic, that is multiplexer. It is also known as MUX in short. MUX means it will have many input but only one output. That's why it is called as many into one circuit. It is also known as the data selector. It is also known as parallel to serial converter. It is also known as universal logic circuit. This reason I will explain in the later on in the video why it is called as universal logic circuit. Okay, now comes to the general definition of multiplexer. See, this is the general block diagram of multiplexer. Suppose we have many inputs. Suppose this I0, I1 up to the 2 raised to the power n minus 1 input we have. Okay. Now this is the output which is represented by a letter Y. In this we have seen there is a select line. By the help of select line, multiplexer work. Okay. Select line is represented by a letter S0, S1 up to Sn. Suppose we have n select line and 2 raised to the power n input. Okay, so this multiplexer is called as 2 raised to the power n ratio 1 multiplexer. It is understand. We will repeat again. In the input side, we have 2 raised to the power n inputs and only one output is there. And with the help of select line, we will get the output. There are n number of select lines. We have n number of select lines and 2 raised to the power n inputs. That's why it is called as 2 raised to the power n MUX. Okay. Now we have to design a basic multiplexer, that is 2 cross 1 MUX. Okay. We have to design this 2 cross 1 MUX. Suppose this is the MUX 2 dot 1. Okay. Now we have two inputs. These inputs are present here. Suppose this is I0, this is I1, and we have one output. This is output. Okay. Now, if we have two inputs line, this have n select line. Suppose it has 2 raised to the power 1 input line. So this one have represent select line. So there are only one select line, that is S0. Now with the help of select line we have a output. Okay. Suppose if we have developed a table, suppose this is the select line S0, this is Y output. Suppose if the select line is 0, if the select line is 0, multiplexer pass I0. Okay, so we have the output of I0. If we have select line logic 1, the multiplexer pass I1, so we have the output I1. So this is the condition of select line, we can get a output. It is clear? You have to remember one point. If S is 0, multiplexer pass only the I0 only. If S is 1, multiplexer pass I1 only. So this is the outcomes of multiplexer 2 cross 1. Okay. So suppose we have to design 4 cross 1 MUX. Okay. 4 cross 1 MUX आपको डिजाइन करना है. तो we have to read this 4 as 2 raised to the power 2. So this 2 raised to the power 2. This 2 indicate select line. So how many select lines are there in 4 cross 1? 2 select lines are there. So we have to consider a block diagram. This is the 4 cross 1 MUX. Okay. We have 2 select lines, that is S0 and S1. Okay. And we have 4 input. This is I0, this is I1, this is I2, and this is I3, and this is Y output. Okay. Now you have to consider one thing in our mind. that if you have two select line, you have to represent this is S1 and this is S0. Okay, you have to correct it also here. This is Sn, n minus 1, and this is S0, because we have to move from least significant bit to most significant bit. Okay, this is the least significant bit, this is a most significant bit. Okay, so you have to keep this point. If we have two select line, you have to put S0 here and S1 here. Now, depending on the condition of S1 or S0, we have an output. Now, suppose we have developed a truth table here. Suppose we have to consider this is S1, this is S0. Okay, and this is Y output. Now we have a condition. Suppose S1 or S0 is 0, 0. We have an output I0. If S1 and S0 is 0, the multiplexer pass only I0. Okay, so we have get I0. If this is 0, this is 1, multiplexer pass I1. Okay, if this is 1, this is 0, multiplexer pass I2. If S1 or S0 becomes 1, 1, multiplexer pass I3. So this is the output of 4 cross 1 mux. Okay, now you have to write the output in terms of S1, S0, I0, I1, I2, I3 terms. You have to represent the mux in the Boolean expression form. Okay, so suppose if you have to write, suppose this is 0 and this is 0, you have get output I0. So you have to represent here. Suppose if S1 is 0, S0 is 0, you have to complement this, because first thing is 0, 0, so you have to represent the complement form. When this is 0, this is 0, you have get output I0, so you have to multiply this I0. Okay, it is clear. You have get the first output. You kept in mind that the output is in the form of sum of the product form. Okay, SOP form you have to use. In the K-map, I am also saying that you have to make SOP form. Okay, so this is also valid in the multiplexer case also. You have to represent the output in the sum of product form. Okay. Now, suppose S1 becomes 0 and S0 is 1. This is the condition, this is the second condition. Then you have to represent this is complement form, this is without complement form. Then you represent S1 complement, S0, and you have get output I1. Okay, this is the second output. Now you want I2. For I2, this becomes 1 and this becomes 0. See here, S1 is 0, S0 is 0, you get I2, then it is S1, S0 complement, S1 complement, S0, I2 plus, if we have S1, 1, S0, 1, you get output I3, so you have to represent without complement form, S1, S0 and I3. This is the final output of multiplexer. Okay, it is clear to you. In this way we can get a 4 cross 1 multiplexer. Now, in the GATE exam, the question is asking in the manner that you have to design larger mux with the help of smaller mux. Okay, in the GATE exam, the question is asked in a manner that you have to develop a larger mux with the help of smaller mux. So you have to put a heading, implementation of larger mux, higher order mux with the help of smaller order mux. Okay, so I'll discuss here. Suppose put a heading, higher order mux using smaller order mux. Okay, so this is the question asked in the GATE. Very important concept for the gate point of view here. Okay, so suppose if you have to develop 4 cross 1 marks with the help of 2 cross 1. Okay, this is the question that you have to design 4 cross 1 marks with the help of 2 cross 1 marks. So how many marks are used for the designing of this? Okay, question is clear to you? Now see, this is the design condition or this is the given condition. This is given marks. This is given marks and this is the desired marks. So now you have to see the desired marks is divided by the given marks. Okay, you have to, because the output is same in the marks, because 4 cross 1 marks also has output 1, 2 cross 1 marks has output 1. So that we can see the output is same, the output is not same, the output is only have one value in the case of 4 cross 1 marks or 2 cross 1 marks. Only the input will change. In this we have input have 4 pin, here we have 2 pin. You have to divide 4 by number 2. Okay, so you have to divide 4 by 2, you can get 2. Okay, it is clear. Now again you have to divide this 2 by this 2 because the division process goes until we have get remainder 1. Okay, if you have to determine the number of marks, you have to divide the desired marks with the given marks until the remainder is becomes 1. So if we again divide this 2 by this 2, you can get a 1. So you will stop the division process. So now you see this is the 2 marks, this is the 1 mark. So total becomes 2 plus 1, 3 marks. So in the designing of 4 cross 1 marks, we have required 3 marks of 2 cross 1. Okay, it is clear. I will give a short break also after discussing the concept. Suppose consider another example. If 8 cross 1 marks is designing with the help of 2 cross 1 marks. Okay, the question is that you have to design 8 cross 1 marks with the help of 2 cross 1 marks. So what is the number of marks required here? So see, you have to divide 8 by 2, you can get 4. Okay, remainder is 4, not 1. Then again you have to divide this 4 divided by 2, you can get 2. Again the remainder is not 1, you have to again divide with 2. So 2 divided by 2, we can get 1. So you have to see, this is the 4 answer, this is the 2 answer, this is the 1 answer. So total becomes 4 plus 2 plus 1. So 4 plus 2 plus 1 becomes 7. So 7 marks are required for the designing of 8 cross 1 marks with the help of 2 cross 1 marks. Okay, it is clear now. Now you have to see a short trick. Okay, see, this is 2 raised to the power 2 cross 1 marks. This you have to write 4, 2 raised to the power 2 cross 1. Okay, now you have to see here, if we have 2 raised to the power 2 minus 1, then it becomes 2 raised to the power 2, 4. 4 minus 1 equals to 3. Answer is 3. Answer is 3. So you have to avoid these conditions also. If in the question it is given, you see that we have 2 cross 1 marks. If in the question it is becomes, suppose it is 8 cross 1 or it is 4 cross 1, then it is not valid. Okay, in the 2 cross 1 marks it is valid only. Okay, so you have to remember, if any marks are here, you have to represent in the power form and subtract 1 from that. Suppose this is 8 into cross. You have to write this 2 raised to the power 3 cross 1. So you have 2 raised to the power 3 minus 1. The answer becomes 7. You have get answer 7. It is cross checked. So we have to generalize this expression in this way. Suppose we have a 2 raised to the power n. Suppose we have a 2 raised to the power n cross 1 marks. This is the given marks, and with the help of 2 raised to the power 1 we have to design this. So you have to key a formula that 2 raised to the power n minus 1. This is the number of marks required to design 2 raised to the power n cross 1. Okay, this is the short trick. Okay, you have to cap in your notes that if there is 2 raised to the power n cross 1 marks, you have to design with 2 raised to the power n. So you have to cap in a mind 2 raised to the power n minus 1. Okay, so this is clear. Now, suppose if in a question it is given that you have to design 16 cross 1 marks with the help of 4 cross 1 marks. Okay, suppose you have to design 64 cross 1 with the help of 4 cross 1 marks. Now question is changed. Here is 4 cross 1, not 2 cross 1. Now we cannot use this formula. Okay, फिर use the conventional method. Divide this marks with this marks until the remainder becomes 1. You have to divide 64 divided by 4. You can get what? बताइए. If we divide 64 by 4, we can get 16. Okay, then again we have to divide 4 cross 1. 16 divided by 4 we can get 4. Again we can divide. Here we can see 4 divided by 4 we can get 1. So we can see that here is 16 marks, here is 4 marks, here is 1 marks. The answer becomes 16 plus 4 plus 1, we can get 21 marks. Okay, so this is the conventional method to derive any marks for any design. Okay, so now if there is a question, suppose if there is a question, you have to design a question suppose you have a question 8 cross 1 marks. You have to design with the help of 2 cross 1. Now you have to design 8 cross 1 marks with the 2 cross 1 marks. Okay, so now you have seen there are 7 marks are required for the designing of 8 cross 1 marks. How you can get? If we divide 8 by 2, we can get 4. If we divide 4 by 2, we can get 2. If we divide 2 by 2, we can get 1. So we can get 4, 2, 1. 4 plus 2 plus 1, 7. So 7 marks are there. By this marks, we can design a 8 cross 1 marks. Now how you will design? See, this is the first stage. This is the second stage and this is the third stage. In this way, the marks are placed. Suppose in the first stage, 4 marks are placed. In the second stage, 2 marks are placed. In the third stage, 1 marks are placed. Okay. Now you can see here. This is the 1 marks. This is the second marks. Okay. I need a space. Suppose we have placed 1 mux here. This is 1 mux, 2 cross 1. This is another mux, 2 cross 1. This is third mux. Because in the first stage we have 4 mux. So this is the fourth mux. Okay. Now in the second stage we have 2 mux, 2 cross 1 and 2 cross 1. And in the third stage, we have only 1 mux. We have only 1 mux. So we have to place here. We have to place here 1 mux. That is 2 cross 1. Okay. I will repeat again. This is the first stage. This is the second stage. This is the third stage. In the first stage, we have a 4 mux. In the second stage, we have the 2 mux. In the third stage, we have the 1 mux. Okay. Now, here we have inputs. Here we have I0, I1. Here we have I2, I3. Because 2 input are here. Here we have I4, I5. Here we have I6, I7. Okay. Here we have pin S0, S0, S0. This is the select line. Okay. Here we have give this output to second stage mux and give this output to this mux. After we have select line S1, S1 and put this output to the final mux and get a output Y with the help of select line S2. So this is the proper designing of 8 cross 1 mux with the help of 2 cross 1 mux. Now you have to verify this is correct or not. Okay, how will I identify this is a correct mux or not? So I will see. I will take an example. Suppose S2, S1, S0. This is the select lines. We have a S2 is 1, S1 is 0 or S0 is 1. Suppose this is we have to take an example 101. For 101 we have to get the output. Okay. Now see. If S0 is 1, so you have to put here 1, you have to put here 1, you have to put here 1, you have to put here 1. Now in the starting we have to say if S0 is 1, the multiplexer pass the second input line. The second input line is I1. So we have to get a I1 here. Here is S0 is 1, the multiplexer will pass the second line. Second line is I3. We have a I3 here. Okay. Now see S0 is 1, we have to pass second input line. Second input line is I5. See here, similarly we can get I7, we put here I7. It is clear? With the select line, we can get the input, output I1, I3, I5, I7. Now, S1 is 0, we can put 0 here, we can put here 0. Now, if S1 is 0, the multiplexer is past the first line is I1, we can get here I1 here. Okay. If S1 is 0, multiplexer is past the first line is I5. It is clear? So we can get I1 and I5. Now S2 is 1. For this S2 1, the multiplexer pass the second line is I5. We can get a I5. Okay. Now you see. In the Boolean expression, we can see the 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. 1, 0, 1 is 5. You can get I5. I5 is the correct answer. So in this way, you can see that you design a correct multiplexer with the help of 2 cross 1 mux. Okay. One more point also kept in your mind, that most significant bit. This is the most significant bit and this is the least significant bit. So least significant bit put in the stage 1 and most significant bit put in the last stage of multiplexer. Okay, this you have to keep in a mind, that most significant bit is placed in the last multiplexer and least significant bit is placed in the starting of multiplexers. That's why I put here S0, or here I put S2. Okay. Now we will see another question. Suppose if you have to find the number of marks, suppose you have to design 8 cross 1 marks with the help of 4 cross 1 marks. Okay, this is the second type question. That you have to design. So you have to find the number of marks while using 4 cross 1. Suppose you have to design, you have to find the number of marks of 4 cross 1. So I'll say in the previously that you have to divide the desired marks with the given marks until you get the remainder 1. Suppose this is the desired marks, this is the given marks. You have to divide 8 by 4. You can get 2. Now you have to divide this 2 by 4. But you will not get a proper answer. You will not get a perfect integer. Suppose you have to divide 2 by 4. You will get 1 by 2, 0.5. Okay, so this is the critical point here, not a same concept that we have used in the previous case, because in the previous case we have get a remainder 1 in all the question, but in this question we will not get a remainder 1. We will again divide by 0.5 by 2, we will not get a remainder 1. You can get a remainder in the point form. So for that case you have to see if the remainder becomes less than 1. If the remainder becomes less than 1, you have to see, because you have to see if you implement this 2, you have to use, because these 2 input, you have 4 cross 1 marks also use, you have to use 2 cross 1 marks. Suppose you have to use 2 4 cross 1 marks. For this 2, you have to require 1 additional marks, that is 4 cross 1 marks. Either you can use 2 cross 1 marks also. Okay, because in the 4 cross 1 marks there are 4 input pin, but you have to use only 2 input pin. Okay, you have, suppose in the 4 cross 1 there are 4 pin, I0, I1, I2, I3, but we have 2 input only. For these 2 input we have to use, suppose these 2 pin and these 2 pin we can get left open. So this is the case. Either you have used 2 cross 1 marks, because in 2 cross 1 marks we have 2 input only. So in this question you will say that we can have 2 4 cross 1 marks plus 1 2 cross 1 marks. This is the valid answer. Either you will say 3 4 cross 1 marks, because in the third 4 cross 1 marks we have used only 2 input and 2 input are kept open only. So in the gate paper either this option is given or this option is given. Whichever option is given you have to take that option only. Okay, so you have to get, suppose we have more one example to discuss this concept only. You have to design, like you have to find the number of marks. You have to find number of marks by using 16 cross 1. Okay, you have to find the number of marks by using 16 cross 1. You have to divide 64 by 16. You will get 4. Again you have to divide 4 by 16, you will get remainder less than 1. For that you have to use 1 mux of 16 cross 1 1. Yeah, you have to use 4 cross 1 mux. Because for that there is a possibility of 4 cross 1 mux also, there is a possibility of 8 cross 1 also, or there is a possibility of 16 cross 1 mux. But in this question it is given you have to use this 16 cross 1 mux. So you have to avoid this 2 mux and you have to calculate. Suppose this is the 4 and this is 1, so you will get 4 plus 1 equals to 5. So 5 16 cross 1 mux are required to design 16 cross 1 mux. Okay. So in the first stage, suppose this is the first stage, this is the second stage. In the first stage we are using 4 mux. In the second stage we are using the 1 mux. That I will see discussing later in the beginning of the video. Okay. So this is about the implementation of larger order mux, a higher order mux with the help of smaller order mux. Okay. Now in the next video of this topic I will discuss the multiplexer implementation with the help of XOR gate, XNOR gate, AND gate, OR gate, or any type of logic gate we have to design with the help of multiplexer. Okay, after designing that we can say mux is called as universal circuit, because in the starting I will say that multiplexer is also called as universal circuit. Universal means that multiplexer is used anywhere in the designing of logic. Okay, so that we are seeing in the next video this concept. Okay, so I think you will understand the concept. और तब तक के लिए टेक केयर, बाय एंड हैव अ नाइस डे.